start my journey and with whom I converse, cause you know that there is no any environment, no other people surrounding us with whom we can converse. Then I try to speak sometimes with my husband, but with my husband, if we start some sentences talking with him in English, then at last we are not able to convey what we are trying to say. Then we start conversing in Hindi. So I always want to speak fluently, but as I know about many conversational sessions.
Okay, so hello ma'am, good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon. I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. What about you?
Yeah, I'm also doing well, ma'am. Thanks for asking. So, ma'am, we are meeting for the very first time. Would you mind to introduce yourself, please?
Sure. My name is Neha Mehra and I'm a homemaker. Originally, I am from Madhya Pradesh, but I've been living in Gujarat since 2018 and my husband is working here and I'm blessed with one daughter. I have completed my graduation, BTech from IT. And if I talk about my hobbies, then I like watching TV, listening music, and now I enjoy watching English podcast and listening English conversational videos, and that's all about me.
Wow, that's really interesting of your introduction. Okay, ma'am. So, let me tell you my introduction as well. Yes. So, as you know, ma'am, my name is Babita Prajapati. I'm talking to you from Gorakhpur. About my education, I have done graduation with English. I did PhD, I did B.Ed, and I have qualified CTET, UPTET as well. Apart from that, I'm a homemaker. Simultaneously, I'm running YouTube channel. Along with, I'm also blessed with two kids. If I talk about my hobbies, then I love singing, yoga, and if I talk about this language, then I have been learning this language 11 months. Yes, ma'am. That's all about me. Thank you.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
So, are
So,
you a
ma'am,
yoga trainer or just do yoga for your?
no, ma'am. I'm not a yoga trainer, but yes, because of passion and I am getting some good results and positive results in it after doing. So that is why I do every day. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah. So, ma'am,
that's great.
yeah, I have a question for you. When did you start English spoken journey? May I know?
Yes, yes. Actually, I have started my journey 1 month ago. But initially, I used to talk on audio call through Talk application, but that was not really helpful for me because I always connected with a co-learner, and sometimes some other people they are only just for time pass there. So I didn't learn much from them. Then I get to know whenever I scrolling my YouTube channel, YouTube. So I get to know about the conversational sessions. Then I learned from them something. Then I thought that there are many learners. Those are learning and those are trying to learn and speak this language. So I get an interest. Then I approached to some of the YouTubers. Then I started one of the YouTuber connected joined me on this Skype app. Then I get to know gradually many YouTubers. Then I connected with YouTubers. I don't have any YouTube channel, but I want to think that create a YouTube channel so that I can put all my recordings over there. So whenever I need to watch, then I can easily watch those. So,
Yeah. Okay, ma'am.
so
Yeah.
since
So that.
you can say that it's been only 15 days since I started my conversational sessions through Skype.
Wow, that's really great. So, ma'am, were you able to speak in English before joining this app?
Yes, yes. Cause I every day I'm consistent, and every day I try to speak with only with with one YouTuber or with one co-learner. Cause I have a daughter, so she's very young, so it is not possible for me to connect more than one people every day. Cause sometimes they are free, sometimes I am free, so I try to connect with at least one person to speak. Cause I want to be consistent in this to become a fluent. I need to be a consistent. So I give some times only, but I I can't give much time because I need to take care of all the things. I am all alone here and I'm a homemaker and there is no other helping and so I need to do other household chores as well. So that's
Hmm.
why whenever I manage time, so I try to connect with.
Yes, yeah, really, it's a very interesting. Being a homemaker, mother, it's a very, very like it's a not a piece of cake for us, right? Even then, because of passion kind of thing, we are here and we are learning day by day, right? So that is why, and I can say also like it's for like because of our children, right? So it is also very
Right,
good thing. If you are learning and if you are able to speak in English, then you can also interact to your children. You can speak with them. They can also move
right.
forward like with you, right? So
That's
nowadays, this
why I started my journey. Being a mother, I realized that nowadays English is so important. English is must. So I need to create an environment for my daughter as well. So
yes,
being a mother, I realized that it I should learn this language because I am educated and it's not a big thing because it's a language. If we take it as a language, not as a subject, so we can learn this and gradually I get to know about many other learners and then I get connected with them and now it is possible for me to speak this much at least.
yeah, ma'am, really, because you are practicing, you are trying to talk with the people every day. So it is really very great thing, and it might be possible if you are practicing, if you are talking with the people each and every day, then definitely you will be a fluent in English. There is no doubt, right? Because of speaking and by talking with the people, it is really very great way to improve our English. Right. Earlier, it was not happening with me. Like I was unable to speak in English. Right. I was making my solo video. Right. But you know, ma'am, it was not giving me good results. So that is why I thought in my head, I have to do something different for me. So I like started to watch a lot of conversational video, and so that I realized, so this is really very great thing to approach the people if you are talking and if you are able to talk with them sitting at home, so it is very very grateful thing for us, and we can connect for anyone to anyone sitting at home. It is really very easy task for us. After doing completing all the household chores, we can just spend our time to learn anything, because we are here for learning purpose. We are not here for entertainment. We are not here for unnecessary thing, right? We are doing for something different in our life, to move ahead and to give better education to our children. So it is really very great thing. We are utilizing our time, right?
Right.
Okay. Ma'am, when did it comes in your mind you should learn English? Is there any requirements? Why are you learning English?
Yes, yeah, I always fascinated about speaking English, but I don't know how to start my journey and with whom I converse, cause you know that there is no any environment, no other people surrounding us with whom we can converse. Then I try to speak sometimes with my husband, but you know, with my husband, if we start some sentences talking with him in English, then at last we are not able to convey what we are trying to say. Then we start conversing in Hindi. So I always want to speak fluently, but as I know about many conversational sessions, as I know about the audio call, I used to talk with people. But you know, audio call is totally different from video call. If I talk about the video call conversation, then we need to maintain eye contact and we connect with the people who are also serious for this language. So it is good for me that I connect with the people and I am learning something from them. So cause many times I have connected with the trainers, sometimes I connected with the co-learners, so they advise me where I need to improve and what is my weak point, so these are quite helpful for me.
Yes, ma'am. Right, right. Connecting with like co-learner and tutor, it is really very great thing to improve our skills. There is no doubt. Yeah, ma'am. So, ma'am, do you have any question for me?
Yes, so you are full-time homemaker. Earlier, what do you do? Do
Yeah,
you do
actually, ma'am.
any job earlier?
No, ma'am. I'm not doing any kind of job. But earlier I was teaching, right? But right now I'm only like doing focus on English journey. I want to become a fluent speaker and I want to move ahead like in advanced level so that I can move ahead in my life through this language because I know the value of English, the value of speaking language, right? It is very great opportunity for us and sitting at home it is quite good for us. We can learn anything and we are talking to each other, so it is really very a piece of cake for us. We can join, so that is why. And because of my passion I am here. I want to do something different. I also want to become a government teacher, right? So because of this, I am learning, and I also want to make a good impression on others. Right? Many reasons behind to learn this language. So I am here, and I am improving day by day by talking with the people like you. So it is really very great opportunity for me. I can say I feel like I am improving.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
So when you started your journey,
Yes, ma'am. I
okay,
have been learning this language for 11 months ago. But to be honestly,
okay,
ma'am, I was not consistent. I was learning like after 2 days, 4 days, sometime 1 week, right? So that is why I was not getting good results. I was feeling nervous, hesitant, and because of lack of confidence, I didn't want to talk with the people in English because I was unable to express my thought in English in front of other person. So that is why, and I was shy, very shy in my initial day when I was learning this language, right? But now it's okay with me, and I am happy with this language. I'm confident to speak with someone, even whether they are very good speaker or not. It doesn't matter. But yes, I know then it is not possible for me. Like I am going to fluent in English, right? Because it is not going to help us all in one day, so it will take time. We should have some patience to learn any kind of thing, right?
right,
So yeah, my journey and it was so hard, like it was so difficult for me in my initial time, right? But
right,
yes, right,
right.
like now I'm very comfortable in this language. I'm able to talk with the people like you. So
Yeah, yeah.
and
Yeah, it
yeah,
happens with me. It happens with me as well. If someone is superior than me, if I know that he or she is a master in this language and he's so fluent, so I try to avoid talking with them in English because I thought that if I make wrong sentences, if I make mistakes, so they make fun of me, or they think themselves, or whether she doesn't know how to speak in English, then why she trying to talk in English. So that's why I avoid talking with them in English. But you know what, we can understand and we can read, write, everything we can do in English. But when it comes about speaking, so our mouth just what words don't come in my mind, and I get stuck everywhere. I started fumbling because of the lack of practice. Because I don't speak, so unless we don't speak, how we are speaking, right? So for speaking, we need to speak. We need to habitual our tongue to speak in English, cause we can learn, we can everything we can understand and write and read, but speaking comes only by speaking. So whenever I try to speak before them in English, then automatically my words doesn't come in my mouth. So but great, whenever I started speaking in English, then I get some confidence that I am also able to connect, I'm also able to converse with them in English, I am also able to convey my message in English. So yes, if we are regular practice doing anything, so we will be quite habitual for that thing. So yeah, so we need to determine and we need to consistent if we really want to do something. We should love this language. We should we indulge ourselves in this. So only that in that condition we are able to speak fluently without any hesitation. So it's
Yes, ma'am.
must.
Consistency is the key of success, right? And English is not that difficult if you are practicing it each and every day. You will start getting good results in it. Yes, ma'am.
Right. Because initially I always think that I have to speak, but the thing is that with whom I can speak. So
Hmm.
nowadays, there are many platforms we can speak with people. So it's good that we are connecting and at least we are learning and learning something and also giving inspiration to all others who they are also can learn this language. I have seen many people they are not having that much accommodations and environment and still they are trying to learn and still they are speaking very well English because I've seen many people those belongs to a village and there are not that much facilities, even though they can't. I means they only can connect with people through the internet. So it is the power of internet that everyone are able to speak in English or able to learn anything whatever they want. So it's good, I think.
Yeah,
We
ma'am.
have
Right.
we don't have
Very
to go anywhere and we can learn by sitting at home and manage all the things easily.
yes, ma'am. Right. So, ma'am, how do you learn vocab? Because ma'am, without vocab, it is not possible. We can converse in a precise manner with people. So, how do you learn?
Yeah, to be honest, I am not focusing on vocabulary. Yes, vocabulary is important, but whenever I try to watch conversational videos and as well as news channel. I watch news channel, so I whenever I find difficulties understanding any word, then I write down that vocabulary and try to make sentence using that vocabulary. But still, I am not using any kind of vocabularies. One of the trainers told me you need to inculcate more vocabularies in your conversation. You need to inculcate some advanced level of sentences. So I have to also work on that. Nowadays I am just speaking basic English, not that much advanced English, but yes, I need to improve.
Yes, ma'am. Right. We need to learn any kind, everything. If you want to move ahead in this language, then we need to put like extra effort. Then only we can move ahead in this language. Yeah. Okay, ma'am. So, do you have any question or should we wrap up our session?
Okay, so that's the all. And tell me about yourself. What else do you do apart from conversation?
Okay. So, you are talking about English.
Yes, yes. What else do you do to improve yourself?
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, apart from that, like mostly I try to listen, like whatever I am listening, I listen attentively, and I listen only in English. Whatever I listening, like I am listening, right? And when I am busy, like I busy in the kitchen. Mostly we are a homemaker, and
Right,
it is not like find a lot of time, too much time for ourselves. So most of the time we busy in the kitchen. So
right,
in spite of busy schedule, I try to listen when I busy in the kitchen and try to listen like conversational video, English content. Then apart from that, I also do like many technique like mirror technique, think in English, talk to myself, right? And if I alone in the room, that time I just try to stand in front of the mirror and I take any kind of topic and I just try to express my thought, whatever I have knowledge in English. So in this way, I'm learning and listening. I listen a lot, right? So just in this way, I'm improving. And nowadays, I'm also like before 1 month, I started my speaking journey with co-learner like you and many YouTubers. So it is also a thing I'm doing. So in this way, I'm improving, and every day I try to learn two vocab, right? And that vocab I try to learn in my entire day so that I can't forget. I can inculcate that vocab in my head and I can use in the conversation. So this is the thing I'm doing, and still I'm doing all those things like listening, speaking, reading, writing. Reading is also very important. So, ma'am, if you are reading each and every day, then you will find a lot of sentence structure, very easiest like verb, vocab, and you will find sentence structure, English content, many things, and you can find your flaws where you are mistaking, right? So this kind of thing I'm doing. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's really amazing. I will also try to inculcate all other strategies that you follow. And it's really nice conversation with you. Thank you
Yes,
so
ma'am.
much for having with me. Thank you so much for connecting with me.
I also feel like it was lovely conversation with you. Thanks for connecting me as well. Really, because of talking, I feel happiness. It's opportunity for me, and thank you so much for giving me this opportunity for speaking in front of you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank,
Yeah.
thank you. Okay.